Okay, I'm gonna here to rank out the Zelda games. I know it doesn't matter, but I was like, someone is stuck in bed, and what better time to force my ramblings on someone than when they're sick? And I thought it'd be fun. You know, you're sick, hear your buddy talk about something that you like, because Zelda games. I understand, it seems a little conceited that my opinion would matter, because again, once, overall, it does not. Please, I kind of don't even listen to it. But it is what it is. I already kind of started working on it. Already fought with OBS for a second, gave up, and doing it the old-fashioned way, got out my camera and everything. So I'm gonna just pull it out. I started writing a bunch of stuff out. Realized, no, I'm just gonna do it off the cuff. That makes it more fun. So anyways, let's go ahead and start. Alright. So I think, right off the back, Link Between Worlds, I did really enjoy it. This is gonna spoil, I guess, for later. I really liked Link to the Past a lot as well. But I think Link Between the Worlds, if it wasn't for when I played it too, because this was we played it after the big freeze. We got paid to be in a hotel from Sirius. Kyle beat it that weekend. I played it right afterwards. So it kind of like makes it a little bit nicer. Also, like the high roll, low roll thing was cute, and it was fun to go back to the Link to the Past kind of vibe. The puzzles were fun. Dungeons are good. Solid B, I'm assuming. We may shuffle these around as we go. I did put some thought into it, but you know how it is. All right, Link to the Past. That one's a real simple. That one's I want to say S because there's a lot of nostalgia with this one, and I did like the dark and light world hopping. I always thought that was a lot of fun. And I do like the Zelda here. I think she's real cute. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go with A right now. It may move up to S. It is I really like Link to the Past a lot. And I like how it was like the blueprint for like all of these. So that's kind of cool, right? Anyways, Four Swords. This is cool if you have friends, but no one likes me, so I've never really gotten to play it. So D. Even though I like the Zelda in this one. I think she's real cute, but Link's Awakening. Oh, S. That's my favorite one. I'll be honest with you. That's number one in my book. It helps. It was my first. It was my first Zelda game I ever played. I love the Dream World stuff. I liked Marin. I thought she was cute. I liked all the characters you met. I loved the trading quest, which I know some people don't, but I loved it. I thought it was so much fun to go through. The remake was really fun. Minus all the frame rate stuff that kind of made my head hurt. Other than that, I really, really like it. I'm not even gonna make this S. It's gonna be perfect. It's probably not actually perfect, but you know, whenever you like something, you're able to look over a lot of flaws. I think that's kind of the golden rule of anything. If you enjoy it, the flaws aren't as apparent, and you can kind of gloss over them. Which would probably be the same for like Minish Cap. That's got a lot of flaws, but I think overall I just really like that game. But we'll get there. Everything about Link's Awakening really liked. And I mean, like, I'm never the biggest Zelda person in general. I've played through all of these like once. Not just Zelda's is not my main thing. No, it's yours. I think that's awesome. But this is definitely my favorite one. It's the one I've had the most fun with. Probably the one I've played the most. Cause I've played it a couple of times in my life. But yeah, it is what it is. Majora's Mask. This is gonna get some. I don't like it. I like a lot about it. I like the. So I guess I'll. Put it. I don't like it. I don't like the time frame thing. I like that it's real spooky, and I like the characters again. I think that the two couple, like it's like that little kid and that old lady couple, cute. The moon's spooky, Skull Kid's spooky. I like all the spookiness, and I guess it's a good spot to go ahead and put this. Like, I don't think any of these games are really bad. I think most Zelda games are like at least decent. Like at worst, they're good. Like I don't think any of them have ever like been 100% just a faulty bad experience. Other than like I personally didn't enjoy kind of thing, everything. So putting this in the D, it's a D for me. It is it's a real crafty game. The way the time mechanic works is impressive. So like I'm not even gonna say it's bad. Like let's put that out there right now. None of these games are bad. Just where I enjoy them or not is the case. And that one's like a D. I just don't like it. And I feel bad about that, but honestly, Ocarina of Time would be like a C as well. But when it came back out on the 3DS, I actually grew to like it a lot more. Just some of the like quality of life stuff they changed in there really fixed it for me. Going through Hyrule didn't feel as annoying. Just the graphic update made it feel better. It's all those little things really just improved this game for me. And that's gonna put it into the B. I think I still like A Link to the Past more, or the Link Between Worlds more. But yeah, honestly though, if it wasn't for the 3DS remake, I'd put this C and things would go above in front of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna do these together because they're like the same. But I'm gonna be real. These are. I guess you can't have 3 in perfect, so I'll put these as A, and they're right here. I love these games. The Oracle games are arguably just so much fun. I played Seasons when I was younger, and it was pretty fun. And then a little bit later, I ended up trading it because I wanted to play the other one because I heard it was the puzzle one. And I always like the puzzle aspects of Zelda games more. So then I swapped it out to play Ages. And then I realized that they're like, you can play them together and you get like a special ending. So then I got to go through and get them again. And a mess of situations. But I really liked them. I liked both of them. I thought the dungeons and the puzzles were really fun. I thought the world was really cool. The 2 main characters are real cute, which is stupid, but I like that. Like, this is kind of like the place where like the musical stuff started coming into play, like ocarinas, and they had the harp and the little blow. Like, just the puzzle of moving it between seasons felt different enough from like going from the dark world to light world. That little time travel aspect of it, I thought was just really, really cool. And in Ages, the actual time travel was really cool. I really liked a lot of these. I thought they were just so much fun. I thought the art style was cool. I just wholeheartedly really enjoy the Oracle games. I don't know how these haven't gotten remade, but they're fantastic. They can almost go into perfect too. I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave them where they are, but they could go to perfect. They're really solid. So what's next? Phantom Hourglass. I really like Phantom Hourglass. I thought the DS games were really fun and cool. I love the art style of Wind Waker. I love the Toon Link. I thought it was fun the way it had the little map at the bottom. And that could be something rolling over from like my old man days. I remember playing PC like RPGs and stuff, and you'd have to like draw your own map all the time. So that could be a holdover of that, and I kind of like that aspect of it. I thought it was fun filling out the map. So that could just be like, I'm a fucking old boomer, you know. I'm 2 steps away from the fucking crypt. So that could be that. I don't know. I thought the stylus was fun. I got it really early after getting my DS Lite, so that could play into it a little bit, if I'm real. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was cute, not too serious. I like your companions, and I just had a good time. I don't think I can say much more than it was just fun. And that's where that is, but I think that's a good thing, you know? What is a game if you're not having fun? Skyward Sword. I want to put it A. No, I want to put it top of B. I really liked this when it came out. I know everyone likes it now because the remake came out, and I think, well, everyone's so grumpy with controllers. But I always liked it. From day one, I was a Skyward Sword fan. Never really understood the just like guttural hate around it. I mean, pause. I kind of get it. It was ugly. We can't get around the fact that it was a Wii game. The Wii was designed for CRTs. It wasn't designed for HD stuff. It was an ugly game, and I'm not even gonna fight like that. It was an ugly ass game. I liked it though. I thought it was real cool. Give or take, I still had CRTs in my house, so I was still playing it that way. I thought this is the cutest Zelda, hands down, cutest Zelda in this one. Yeah, you know what? Quick, cutest Zelda tier list. Go. I thought the mechanics were fun. I thought every fight felt like a puzzle. Every aspect of it really did just meld with me. I will be fair. I think the amount of motion controls and how big the world was, it was its ultimate downfall. Because there was a lot of backtracking, and when it feels tiring, it feels literally tiring. So when you started backtracking a lot, I get it. I can understand the complaints. I just really liked a lot of it enough that like that art style, the way it looked, I think it's the perfect art style. This is where I would say the mechanic of degradation and the stamina was used better. Keynote that for later, because I know you already know the hot take that later on in the video. But I thought it worked well here, keeping my shield repaired while bashing. The controls worked great, and like slashing, I thought that was fun. I just didn't get the hate back in the day, and you know, like all of these, in a hipster mode. Oh, I liked it back then. Y'all didn't, you know. I know. I'm watching it. I'm watching the internet. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, who cares? Opinions change. You know, that's just the way the world works. You're not a hypocrite. You just had new information presented to you and you changed your mind. You know, I'm gonna move on. I'm about to start grumping about everything. 'Cause I'm an old curmudgeon. Remember, if you're 30, kill yourself. Anyways, don't. Forgot, you said that's upsetting people. I mean, I do believe it. There's no point in living after 30. You shouldn't do anything fun. Don't let your disgustingness ruin the youth's lives. Anyways, rolling on. Spirit Tracks. I don't like this one as much as Phantom Hourglass, but I still do like these DS games. I'm gonna put this as C. Okay, I think this one is where the flaws do start. I feel like I played this game already. I liked making the tracks. That was fun. I thought the Zelda or Tetra being a ghost was cool. But I do feel like I played it too soon after playing Phantom Hourglass. And I think that spoiled it a bit for me. Because I couldn't get into it as much. I still enjoyed it though. I think the stylus controls were fine. And I thought the whole story was cute. It was fun. I just don't. This is not as good as these ones, you know? That's really where it lies. I just can't, with good faith, put it up here. Because it was still, the parts I liked about it were the building the tracks, really fun. Exploring, really fun. The combat, again, really fun. But the dungeons were way too long. And the way you revisit them, just way too much. It's too much, and too much of the same. A little bit of a downer, but that's okay. I'll drop it in C. I'll be happy with it in C. Moving on. Adventures of Link. I mean, I'll be real. I don't think I've given this game enough of a playthrough. I tried it when I was younger, and it didn't work. You know, like, I just didn't do well in it, because it's a really hard game. Didn't play enough. Oh no, you know what? Let's do better. I suck too hard for this. I think really that's it. I can't play this game. It's too hard. It's too hard, and I don't enjoy it enough to try and go through it. I like the idea of it. There was an Adventure Time game that came out on a 3DS that was like Adventures of Link, but really fun. So look that up, play that. It's really cool. But Adventures of Link's too hard. I think the princess in it's real cute, but like that's about it. I can't play through it enough, and I suck. That's just how that one's gonna go. Hold on. Legend of Zelda. I'm gonna put that here too. I'm just not good enough to play this game. Too cryptic, too old. I did beat it once, but I used a guide like the whole way through. It was just not. I didn't have a great time, but I didn't have a bad time. It's just a product of its age. It's just not something for me. It's whatever. Let's just. I do like Zelda likes. You know, there's like Legend of Century and stuff like that, and those really fun games. But anyways, I don't want to get distracted. I'm trying to make this not as long as I normally make videos, but long enough to get my thoughts out. But then, you know, not like overanalyze it. Yeah, whatever. God, I'm stupid. I'm a piece of shit. Anyways, let's see, Wind Waker. Oh, I really like Wind Waker. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it above Link to the Past, but still under the Oracles. I really like the Oracle games. And Link's Awakening, maybe I just like handhelds. But Wind Waker, I think, is by far one of my favorite games. It's just the way, how beautiful it is, exploring the ocean. And honestly, getting the update in the Wii U version where you can just move a little faster, beautiful. And like, still get to explore, but like, it just moves a little quicker. Cool. I like that. But everything about it, I don't like how like Tetra kind of goes away right in the middle of the game, and Ganon is a little lame, but he looks cool and he feels cool, and kind of like I like in Skyward Sword, I like how that kind of sets up why everything is important. You know, like it takes a third of the way to get through this game just to get the Master Sword, and it's just kind of cool because of that, because like you realize why it's so special, why Link and Zelda are kind of romantically entwined here in Skyward Sword. And you get like, that's why they're connected through all these other timelines now. Or like as the time goes on, that love goes through. Because of Demise's hatred will go through. So their love will go through all of them. And I feel like this is the best one to follow up on that. Ironically, I think they're both like super far away in the timelines of each other. So I think that's kind of funny. But I think these two really exemplify what these two really are what I like in Zelda. And I think that's really fun. So, I mean, all the praise to Wind Waker, and I think all y'all have the same praise for Wind Waker. Wind Waker's amazing. I mean, people didn't like it when it came out, but that's like an old story at this point. No one cares about that shit. Look at that boomer hate in the past, bro. So yeah. Let's see. Triforce Heroes. I kind of like Triforce Heroes. I want to put it a little bit over C. I had fun. I think some of the gags didn't go over well in America because like it's a lot of like all the like stuff going across the screens like from Nico Nico TV shit, you know, like some of the memes were like Japanese memes, so I don't think they slapped for people here. But it was fun, and I didn't get to play with anybody, so maybe if I had friends and people liked me enough to play with me, I would maybe put it up to B. I had fun with it. I thought it was really cute. The little costumes were stupid. The puzzles were fine. I guess watching Japanese YouTube and watching Nico Nico, I knew some of the memes that they're memeing on, so maybe that helped me enjoy it a little bit more. Yeah, I think this game gets a lot more hate than it deserves, but it's all subjective. None of this matters. Games are a waste of time. Everything's just a fucking waste. But Twilight Princess. I actually really like Twilight Princess. I think I'd put it here, but not that feels negative. But in a really positive way, I'll put it here. One, back to the cute list. Yeah, she deserves it. Minna deserves to be there. Number one, she's hot. But yeah, I think it gets to be there. Like, I don't think it looks negative that I'm putting it there, but I think that's really high praise. I really like Twilight Princess. Just again, it kind of goes on too long. Skyward Sword almost goes on too long, but I think I took enough breaks in that it didn't hurt me. But like Twilight Princess, I feel like I was always, it just felt like it just kept going, and some of the dungeons are kind of really annoying. But I like the story. It's another one where I think like the highlight is the story going through. Midna is the main character of that fucking game. Like Link and Zelda are secondary characters. It's Midna's story. And I like Midna a lot. She's a little sassy little turd. She turns into a beautiful princess, and I just in general, I just really like how that story played out. I really like Midna. I guess that's what I'm saying. And you know, the opening, I think everyone complains about that. It is a little long, but I think it gets you into the world. I think ultimately, I think this does the dystopian look better than what it looks like is next on the list. Where it feels like their village feels like it's getting by itself. When you find the little shops for stuff, it feels like it's getting by. So I think it does like the dark, grim thing better, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was weird because I played it on the GameCube first with my buddy Pace. That was a great time. I remember he rented it and we played it on the GameCube. That was really fun. But it was weird to go back and play this on the Wii U or the Wii, and then playing it on the Wii U, and it was like all flipped. It was really confusing, but it was fine. It was really fun. But just threw me off. I'm gonna skip this one because we already know it's gonna be the hot take today. I'll just do this real quick. I have no friends. No one likes me. I've never gotten to play this fully. I like the princess. She's cute, and everybody hates my life. And I hate it too, so it's fine. Minish Cap though? I love Minish Cap. Would I put it above these? Yeah, I'm gonna be real, I would. I'm gonna put it here. Actually, I like it more than Link to the Past. I was thinking about it when I was putting this together and thinking on like stuff I liked. I think some of the puzzles and dungeons don't play out because you don't really get a prize. You don't get like a something for it. And I think that does hurt this game. I think that's why people don't like it or don't remember it as much. But just the sheer way the game looks and getting all tiny and finding, like, you'll find like a little hole and you're like, oh, I'm gonna come back to that hole. Sorry. And you do. You eventually get small. You come back to that hole. You go into the hole, and it pays off a little bit. And I just like it. I like Azlu. I think that was his name. I should have googled that first. I like him. I think he's cool. I think he's one of the better sidekicks. I just really like this game. I will be real. It's largely because I like getting tiny. I think the getting tiny part, and then like when you are a tiny little sprite running around the room, awesome. When you're tiny but everything looks normal and like, but you see like these like giant leaves everywhere. I love it. I really just. I'm gonna be. I think the art of this one saves it overall, and I just think I guess I just like the Zelda games not made by Nintendo because Capcom made 3 of these. Anyways, I just like the way it works. I think it was more action heavy, but like in a good way. The puzzles are real fun. I liked a lot of the items in this one. I thought the items just worked, and I'm just fuck it. I don't care. It's my list. I don't give a shit. Fuck you guys. Just the art was pretty, and I liked getting little. Did that? That's as deep as that goes. And then, fuck it. Let's just get into it. I don't like Breath of the Wild. I think it's a good game, and I liked it more than these. I'll be fair. I could put it as a C. I just don't like Breath of the Wild. It's not my kind of game. I think it's objectively pretty good. It goes into that thing I was talking about earlier. Whenever you like something, you can really overlook some flaws. But if you're not having a good time, all the flaws are going to stand out. And that's just kind of, I think, where Breath of the Wild hits for me. I don't like open world as much. Like, I don't like living my life. Why would I want to have another life have to go open world in? Narrative stuff bugs me constantly. That's why I like these. I like the story in them. So just narrative stuff like fucking, I don't know why I care so much about that shit, but I do. So just the way the narrative was working, Breath of the Wild, I didn't enjoy. I really hated Princess Zelda, even though she had a good ass. And to be fair, Link was hot in this one too, so I guess despite attractiveness of the characters, I just didn't like it. And then because of that, like suddenly I would be like, start really noticing the little things I didn't like. Why is there only like 3 moblins? I don't get that. There should be more enemies. Why is it, if it's so destitute and terrible, why did they build a building in the shape of a horse head? Just a lot of little stuff like that really fucking irked me really bad. And so I just couldn't do it. And then I'd be like, why am I Zelda? I care a lot about her, but I'm over here fucking dicking around looking for frogs. And I guess that's on me. I could have just not been looking for frogs, but I wanted to look for frogs. But it's whatever. But because I was having a good time, a lot of little things started popping out at me. I don't think it's a bad game. I think the way it controls is great. I like the world is really pretty. I just think open world wise, I think I like the Xenoblade games better. Xenoblade X came out of the Wii U and it was way better of an open world. But it's still good. Still pretty. I think it's one of the prettiest Zelda games. I guess I could put other stuff up here. because of the art higher, but I'll put this high. It's really pretty. I really do like that about it. Soundtrack was cool and like atmospheric. I don't like the weapon degradation. I think it's too wishy-washy. I don't think it worked well. And I love weapon degradation stuff. I like the Skyward Sword. I'm a Monster Hunter. I was a Monster Hunter guy on the PSP. I like weapon degradation. That's why I'm a cripple now. Like, it was all that claw I did on the PSP. That's a joke. Yeah, just didn't hit for me. Oh, I don't like that they said it was for experimentation. Because, like, there's other games that made you experiment with your weapons without having to have them. And whatever, I don't care. Y'all like it. It's not my game. But I think it's well made. I think it's good. Just not for me. Anyways, hope you get better. I hope you enjoy this. I know it's kind of conceited to make a long-ass video about stuff my thoughts, but which my thoughts don't matter, you know. Whatever. Maybe I'll wake up dead. That'll be a positive. Anyways, hope you feel better, buddy. Enjoy this video.